Welcome, my friends. Again, this is Atencio from Abuelitas Cocina. Welcome, welcome. I am going to be taking time out to answer a lot of the questions, or if you have any concerns. I have been receiving some comments, and I would like to answer them. I have tried to do it on one-to-one basis, but there were just too many, and so I decided that the best way was to take a little bit of time and try to see if I can answer your questions or concerns. I received one for Martha Marty. She states, when I am making sopapillas, why does my dough keep falling to the bottom of the oil? I believe that the reason is because your oil is just too cold. It's not at the correct temperature. I believe that will fix your problem. If not, please reach out to me and I will be more than happy to work with you until you have the outstanding sopapillas that you desire. Then we go to Henry Peterson. He says, hi, Paulette. I love the way you make food from northern New Mexico. The only problem is that you are describing some traditions of southern Colorado, where I am from. But you know, a lot of the foods are very similar but different. I myself have not spent a lot of time in Colorado, and so I have not eaten many of the foods that are prepared over there. But you have to remember that our ancestors and people in general, they moved a lot because of their jobs, because they stayed here, because they went to visit families, because when a person lives in one certain place, it's not like if they move to another and leave everything behind. They carry their culture and their traditions with them. Hello, Julie Sandra. Thank you so much for your comment. I really, really appreciate that you have become my friend on Facebook and that you are taking interest in the videos. And don't ever feel like if you are interfering in any way, whatever questions that you might have, just reach out to me. I am here for all of you, okay? And I don't portray to have all the answers, but what I do know, I am very, very willing to share. And if I don't know something, I will try to find out for you, okay? And her question to me was, I love the comida del campo, but where exactly is el campo? Okay? The campo, my friend, is just like a barbecuing outside, okay? It just means eating outside. Outside of your house, outside when you go with your family to a picnic. Like I had mentioned before, we never went on vacations, but we used to love to go to Tres Ritos and spend the whole day, sometimes even camp out there. And we would just make our foods outside. You know, I've always loved cooking outside. The winters are difficult, and so it snows and it's very cold. So I always cook and bake inside. But once the summer comes, oh, I don't ever want to come into the kitchen unless I really, really have to. But the campo is just eating outside. That is what it means, like a camp, okay? Either you eat outside or spend the night outside, or just like going on a picnic. That is what it means. And I thank you so much. I have Julie Sandra, and she left a comment, and she's stating, who is Paulette Atencio, and why do you mention her why do you mention her in every video? I love your videos, by the way. Well, yes, ma'am. The reason that I mentioned Paulette Atencio is because that is my own personal introduction. My name is Paulette Atencio. I was born and raised in Peñasco, New Mexico, and I have the fondest memories of always being surrounded by people that embraced our culture and our traditions. Among everything was the foods. And I have always enjoyed, and I have always wanted to keep the tradition going. I didn't want it to be left at the roadside or for it to be forgotten. I feel that we have so much to offer, and that is one of the reasons why I enjoy cooking and baking so much. Thank you. Thank you for your comment. Now I'm with Eunice Jeremiah, and they state, hello, Paulette. I can't imagine being that good at cooking. If I had your talent, I would cook all day. You rock. Where are you from? Okay, thank you so much for the beautiful compliment that you had bestowed on me. That is very kind of you. And yes, I really do enjoy cooking. I owned and operated a bakery in Chama, where I lived for 39 years. And I would cook and bake almost day and night for almost 25 years until I closed my bakery. And then after that, I went to college and I obtained a degree in culinary arts. And I have taught cooking and baking at various places. And so now I felt that the time had come for me to share everything that I have learned and try to pass on the tradition and the culture. And for that reason, I say thank you to you for the nice compliment that you have bestowed on me. That is very, very kind of you. At the present time, I live in Albuquerque, but I was born and raised in a very small community in northern New Mexico that is called Penasco, New Mexico. Thank you. And if you have any questions, any concerns, please do not hesitate to email or to leave whatever it is you need on the comment place. And I will be more than happy to reach out to you. Thank you, okay? The next comment comes from Donald Hankson. And he states, I would like to prepare a Christmas meal para mi familia. Any suggestions? Oh, but of course, there are many, many, many. I wish that you lived closer and that you could come and you could learn firsthand. But since we are so far away and this is the only way that we can communicate and that I can teach you, is it works. It really does. And if you get stuck or have any questions, you just feel free to make contact with me. Okay. What I am saying, ya mero llega la Navidad. Christmas is coming. Very special time to be among friends and family. I don't know exactly what type of meal you are looking for. If you want American cooking, Italian, I really don't know because you didn't state that. But if you are looking for a New Mexico traditional meal, I would recommend pozole, that is hominy. And that's going to be coming up in the next video. I'm going to take you step by step. We're going to be preparing that dish, and it's a very traditional one. The next comment comes from Cremina Yoland, and she is asking, how do you keep your kitchen so organized? I am beyond to know. Oh, my dear, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart for that wonderful comment. But no, ma'am, I am not organized. Oh no, I work a lot preparing for the videos and everything, and I try really hard. But sometimes things get out of little hand because you have to take this out and that out, and then later on it takes a long time to put everything back together. Thank you, ma'am. But I do try really hard to keep the kitchen clean because I want for you to see that what I am preparing is in a clean environment. I don't want for you to get turned off if you see a whole bunch of different things that are not supposed to be there or things piled up. But I thank you so much. That is very kind of you. Our next comment comes from Jeffrey DeGrasse Tyson. Do you know of my meals from southern New Mexico? Do you know of any, please forgive me, and let me rephrase his question. Do you know of any meals from southern New Mexico? I am not really familiar with a lot of meals from southern New Mexico for the reason that I have never lived there. I don't really travel to that area enough. But what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to I'm going to research meals that come from southern New Mexico, and I'm going to make a comparison and compare and contrast and see if we have any things that are similar or maybe a little different, and maybe together we can come up with something that that you will be happy with. Thank you. And the last one is why does some sopapillas turn out blue? Thanks for the information. Tobias Harris. Why do some sopapillas turn out blue? Thanks for the information. Maybe someone made blue corn tortillas. Is the only thing that I can think of. I did make some blue corn tortillas in one of my videos. I made both kinds. And so maybe, I don't know if that's where you saw them, or usually restaurants are not too gung-ho with blue corn sopapillas. They always make the regular ones, but it can be done. And I have seen them. And one time when we catered, they specifically ordered the blue corn sopapillas. They are very, very good, and I think that everybody should try them at least one time. And with this, ends all my questions. Okay, our last comment that I have is from Hank the Dark. What is meant when you say mi casa? When I tell you welcome to my casa, that means welcome to my house. You have probably heard, mi casa es tu casa, my house is your house. And it is a term of endearment that the Spanish people use. It is just to say welcome. Welcome to my house, humble as it might be, but this is your house and you are very welcome, and that is all that matters. You are going to be made to feel at home. And I want to say thank you again to all of you for all the support that you have been giving me. And please, would you be kind enough to subscribe? This doesn't cost anything. When you subscribe, that means that an alert is going to, how do I say it? You're going to receive an alert letting you know that another video has been posted. And this is what counts. I have so many viewers, and that is wonderful. You don't know how very thankful and grateful I am, and it makes me really happy. But the numbers that really count for me to stay on YouTube are the numbers that are used as subscribers. And those ones are still pretty low. So if you would be kind enough to share, subscribe with yourself and your friends, I will appreciate it. And until next time, my friends, from Paulette Atencio's Abuelitas Cocina, I say may you have a wonderful rest of the week until we meet again. Bye.